1. Coruscant. Coruscant is the political and cultural heart of the Star Wars galaxy, often called the City Planet. It is a city-covered world where every inch of the surface is occupied by towering skyscrapers, flying vehicles, and sprawling urban landscapes. As the home of the Galactic Senate, Coruscant was the center of decision-making for the Republic, and later, the Empire. Every major law, decree, and political strategy originated here, making it the most influential planet in the galaxy. The Jedi Temple also stood on Coruscant, serving as the headquarters for the Jedi Order. Countless Jedi trained, planned, and executed missions from this location, meaning that both the light and dark sides of the Force intersected here repeatedly. From Chancellor Palpatine's manipulations to the pivotal events of the Clone Wars, Coruscant witnessed the rise and fall of leaders, wars, and entire civilizations. Even the Imperial reign relied heavily on the control of this planet. Its urban environment symbolizes the galaxy's complexity and the political struggles that shaped the Star Wars saga. Simply put, Coruscant was the beating heart of galactic governance and strategy, and without it, the entire saga's events would have unfolded very differently. 2. Tatooine. Tatooine is a harsh desert world located in the Outer Rim territories. Despite its barren environment, it plays a surprisingly central role in the Star Wars saga. This planet is the home of Anakin Skywalker, whose journey would ultimately change the galaxy, and later his son, Luke Skywalker, who became the legendary Jedi who restored hope to the galaxy. Tatooine's remote location makes it a place where the Force seems hidden, yet destiny constantly converges here. The twin suns, vast deserts, and dangerous wildlife create a planet that is both harsh and iconic. Mos Eisley, one of its most famous settlements, became the site where Luke and Obi-Wan first hired Han Solo and Chewbacca, setting the rebellion story in motion. Jabba the Hutt's palace also shows Tatooine's importance as a hub for criminal activity, further connecting it to key plot lines. While politically insignificant, Tatooine's impact on the Skywalker lineage makes it essential. The planet's appearance in almost every trilogy highlights its narrative importance. Tatooine may seem isolated, but it is a place where the galaxy's fate repeatedly intersects with its dusty plains, proving that even the smallest world can shape history. 3. Alderaan. Alderaan was a peaceful, beautiful planet known for its commitment to diplomacy, culture, and education, and it stood as a symbol of hope in the galaxy. It lacked major military forces but held significant political influence as a member of the Galactic Senate. Princess Leia Organa, one of the saga's central characters, was born here, tying Alderaan to the rebellion's leadership. The planet's true impact came tragically with its destruction by the Death Star, an act that shocked the galaxy and demonstrated the Empire's cruelty. This event galvanized the rebellion, turning Alderaan from a symbol of peace into one of resistance and resolve. Alderaan's demise showed that even worlds without armies could influence galactic events profoundly. Its cultural legacy persisted in the motivations of those who survived, inspiring unity against tyranny. Though destroyed early in the original trilogy, Alderaan's memory remained central to the story's emotional weight. The loss of this planet illustrated the stakes of war and highlighted the importance of individual worlds in shaping galactic history. In essence, Alderaan's destruction became a turning point, forcing heroes to act and setting the stage for the rebellion's eventual victories. 4. Naboo. Naboo is a lush, vibrant planet known for its natural beauty, from rolling plains and crystal-clear lakes to underwater cities inhabited by the Gungan species. Beyond its aesthetics, Naboo plays a central role in galactic politics and history. It is the homeworld of Queen Padme Amidala, whose leadership during the Trade Federation blockade set critical events in motion. The invasion of Naboo marked the beginning of Chancellor Palpatine's rise to power, as he manipulated the crisis to gain political authority, and eventually orchestrate the fall of the Republic. Naboo's dual society, Gungans and humans, illustrates cultural diversity and the importance of diplomacy in maintaining peace. The planet's strategic importance is highlighted by its advanced starship production and industrial capabilities, which made it a target for political schemes. Moreover, Naboo nurtured key figures like Padme Amidala and Jar Jar Binks, whose actions influenced the Republic, the Jedi, and the Galactic Senate. While not a battlefield itself, Naboo's political and cultural influence rippled across the galaxy, shaping decisions that led to the Clone Wars. Naboo reminds us that even seemingly peaceful planets can play a decisive role in galactic events through leadership, alliances, and diplomacy. 5. Mustafar is a volcanic, lava-filled world of extreme heat and danger, but its significance in Star Wars history is immense. This planet became infamous as the site where Anakin Skywalker fell completely to the dark side, transforming into Darth Vader. The duel between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin here marked a pivotal turning point, not only for the characters but for the galaxy itself, as it symbolized the rise of the Empire and the near extinction of the Jedi Order. Mustafar's hostile environment mirrors the destruction, anger, and chaos associated with the dark side of the Force. Beyond the personal tragedy, the planet later became a base for Darth Vader, who built his fortress here, consolidating his power and connection to the dark side. Mustafar also served as a key location for Imperial research and operations, linking it to ongoing galactic conflicts. Although it appears only briefly, its narrative weight is enormous, representing transformation, loss, and the consequences of choices. Mustafar's fiery landscape perfectly embodies the emotional and political turmoil that reshaped the Star Wars galaxy, making it one of the most symbolically and strategically important planets in the saga. 6. Hoth is a frozen, icy planet in the Outer Rim, most famous for hosting the Rebel Alliance's secret echo base during the Galactic Civil War. Its extreme climate and isolation made it an ideal location for the rebellion to hide from the Empire, at least temporarily. The Battle of Hoth, depicted in The Empire Strikes Back, was a critical confrontation demonstrating the Empire's relentless pursuit and military superiority. The rebels' retreat from Hoth showcased both the courage and the vulnerability of the Alliance, emphasizing that even hidden bases were not safe from Imperial attacks. Hoth's environment shaped the tactics of both sides. The rebels relied on their knowledge of the icy terrain, while the Empire deployed AT-AT walkers to crush resistance. The battle's outcome had lasting repercussions, forcing the rebellion into constant mobility and survival mode. Beyond military significance, Hoth symbolizes resilience, determination, and the harsh realities of war. While it was not a cultural or political hub, its role as a battleground and turning point in the original trilogy cements its importance. Hoth reminds us that even a remote, frozen planet can dramatically influence the galaxy's ongoing struggle between good and evil. 7. Endor, often called the forest moon of Endor, is a lush, wooded world orbiting a gas giant. While small and seemingly remote, Endor played a pivotal role in galactic history as the site of the final battle that destroyed the second Death Star. The forested terrain, inhabited by the native Ewoks, gave the Rebel Alliance a strategic advantage against the technologically superior Imperial forces. The Battle of Endor demonstrated how ingenuity and local alliances could triumph over brute strength, as the Ewoks aided the rebels in sabotaging Imperial machinery. Beyond its military significance, Endor symbolized hope and unity. The planet represented how even the smallest civilizations could influence the galaxy's fate. The successful destruction of the Death Star here marked the collapse of the Empire's power structure, shifting the balance toward the New Republic. Additionally, Endor is tied to Luke Skywalker's journey, as it was near here that he fully confronted Darth Vader and helped redeem his father. Though remote and lightly populated, Endor's impact on galactic politics and military strategy makes it a critical planet. Its forests may seem peaceful, but they were the stage for one of the most consequential victories in the Star Wars saga. 8. Dagobah is a swamp-covered, remote planet shrouded in mist and mystery, famous as the place where Jedi Master Yoda went into exile. Its isolation made it an ideal refuge from the Empire's reach, and it became central to Luke Skywalker's training in the Force. On Dagobah, Luke faced not only physical challenges but also deep spiritual lessons, confronting his fears, doubts, and potential for darkness. The planet itself seems alive with the Force, offering both guidance and trials for those sensitive to it. Though it lacks cities or political influence, Dagobah's role is essential for the development of the Jedi and the future of the galaxy. Without Luke's training here, the rebellion might have lacked the leadership necessary to defeat the Empire. The planet's harsh environment, filled with swamps, dense vegetation, and dangerous creatures, mirrors the internal struggles Luke faces during his training. Dagobah symbolizes personal growth, discipline, and the quiet power of the Force. While not a battleground or political hub, the lessons learned on Dagobah shaped the very heroes who would confront galactic tyranny. Its importance lies in nurturing the skills and wisdom that ultimately saved the galaxy. 9. Jakku is a remote desert planet in the Outer Rim, notable as the home of Rey before she discovered her Force sensitivity and destiny. Though barren and harsh, Jakku is central to the events of the sequel trilogy, serving as the starting point for Rey's journey and the Resistance's fight against the First Order. The planet is littered with remnants of past battles, including the wreckage of Star Destroyers, a visual reminder of the galactic conflict and the Empire's lingering influence. Jakku's isolation emphasizes the harsh reality of life in the galaxy's outer regions, where survival depends on resourcefulness and resilience. Rey's upbringing here shaped her character, providing the independence, determination, and moral compass that defined her heroism. While not politically significant, Jakku's narrative weight lies in its role as a crucible for new generations of heroes. It is the place where Rey's potential is discovered and where key plot events, including the recovery of the Millennium Falcon and confrontations with Kylo Ren, unfold. Jakku demonstrates that even the most desolate planets can have profound personal and symbolic importance, shaping the individuals who will influence the galaxy's future. 10. Kashyyyk. Kashyyyk, the homeworld of the Wookiees, is a dense forested planet filled with massive trees, rivers, and unique wildlife. Its towering Roshar trees provide a complex environment for the Wookiee civilization, which is renowned for strength, loyalty, and bravery. Kashyyyk's strategic importance was highlighted during the Clone Wars, when it became the site of a major battle between the Galactic Republic and the Separatist forces. Jedi Master Yoda led the Republic's campaign on this world, showcasing Kashyyyk's role as both a battleground and a place of leadership significance. Beyond its military relevance, the planet emphasizes the cultural and moral contributions of its inhabitants. Chewbacca, one of the saga's central heroes, originates from Kashyyyk, linking the planet to key storylines across the galaxy. The planet's forests and indigenous knowledge helped the Wookiees resist oppression, illustrating the theme that even a world distant from political centers can impact galactic events. Kashyyyk represents resilience, loyalty, and unity. While it may not have the political power of Coruscant or Naboo, the planet's military and cultural influence shaped both the Clone Wars and the broader narrative. Its presence underscores the importance of diverse worlds in maintaining the galaxy's balance. 11. Geonosis. Geonosis is a rocky, arid planet located in the Outer Rim, infamous for its droid factories and the arena where the first major conflict of the Clone Wars unfolded. The Separatists established Geonosis as a production hub, manufacturing massive armies of battle droids to challenge the Galactic Republic. The discovery of these factories by the Jedi led to a confrontation that ignited a galaxy-wide war, making Geonosis historically significant despite its remote location. The planet's natural caves and jagged terrain made it ideal for battles and the execution of prisoners, highlighting its danger and strategic utility. The Geonosians themselves were skilled engineers and tacticians, contributing to the Separatists' military power. The Battle of Geonosis, involving Jedi, clones, and droid armies, marked the first large-scale combat of the Clone Wars, setting the tone for the galaxy-wide conflict that would follow. While Geonosis is not culturally significant, its impact on galactic history is undeniable. It directly influenced the rise of the Empire, the fall of the Jedi, and the expansion of clone armies. Geonosis proves that even remote, harsh planets can become the starting points of galactic upheaval, shaping politics, war, and the fate of civilizations. 12. Scarif. Scarif is a tropical planet in the Outer Rim, dominated by vast oceans and a single, heavily fortified Imperial installation. Despite its isolation, Scarif's importance in galactic history is immense due to its role in housing the Death Star plans. The Rebel Alliance's daring infiltration and theft of these plans here were pivotal, directly enabling the destruction of the first Death Star. Scarif represents the high stakes of espionage and courage in the galaxy, showcasing how a single location can alter the course of war. Its tropical environment contrasts sharply with the industrialized Imperial base, emphasizing the juxtaposition of natural beauty and militarization. The battle on Scarif saw immense sacrifices, with key rebel lives lost to secure the plans, underlining the cost of freedom and resistance. While Scarif is not politically or culturally central, its narrative impact is massive. Without this mission, the rebellion might have failed, and the Empire's dominance could have gone unchallenged. Scarif's legacy is one of courage, strategy, and decisive action, proving that even a remote, singular planet can shape the galaxy's destiny. Its importance lies not in culture, but in the critical role it played in turning the tide against tyranny. 13. Bespin. Bespin is a gas giant known for its floating industrial colony, Cloud City, which hovers high above its clouds. While Bespin itself is not a major political hub, it became critical during the Galactic Civil War due to its strategic position and resources, including gas mining operations essential for starships. Cloud City, controlled by Lando Calrissian, was intended as a neutral hub, but its location and infrastructure made it a key site for Imperial and Rebel activity. The planet gained significance when Darth Vader used it as a trap to capture Han Solo, striking a major blow against the Rebel Alliance. Bespin's environment, dangerous clouds, high altitudes, and minimal solid land, adds tension and drama to these events, emphasizing vulnerability in seemingly neutral or industrial worlds. Beyond the immediate conflict, Bespin symbolizes betrayal, difficult choices, and the risks inherent in operating on politically neutral planets during war. Its story highlights how personal alliances and strategic locations can intersect, affecting major galactic events. Bespin's influence is thus both tactical and narrative, proving that even non-capital worlds can become the stage for pivotal confrontations that shape the course of the galaxy. 14. Utapau Utapau is a vast, sinkhole-covered planet with a highly unusual topography, featuring deep caverns and cities built into massive craters. It became significant in galactic history as the hideout of General Grievous during the Clone Wars. Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi's pursuit of Grievous here led to a decisive confrontation that struck a major blow to the Separatist forces. Utapau's unique landscape, with sprawling sinkhole cities and vast underground networks, made it a natural fortress, demonstrating how geography can influence military strategy. While its cultural or political significance is limited, Utapau's role as a battleground contributed directly to the Republic's military victories during the Clone Wars. The planet's strategic relevance continued to echo in the galaxy, as the removal of Grievous paved the way for the Republic's, and later the Empire's control over Separatist territories. Utapau illustrates that even less prominent worlds can become crucial due to timing, location, and the presence of key figures. Its significance lies in the combination of military strategy, environmental uniqueness, and narrative importance, marking it as an essential planet in the larger Star Wars saga. 15. Crate Crate is a remote mineral planet, famous for its red soil and thick white salt layers. Its stark and visually striking landscape became the stage for the Resistance's final stand against the First Order in The Last Jedi. Though small and relatively isolated, Crate's importance lies in the symbolism and morale of the conflict. The battle demonstrated the bravery, ingenuity, and determination of the Resistance, even when outnumbered and outgunned. The planet's surface allowed for dramatic visuals, such as the iconic red and white contrast that highlighted the struggle between light and dark forces. Crate's natural mineral composition also impacted battle tactics, with speeders and trenches shaped by the terrain. Beyond military significance, Crate served as a place of hope and inspiration, showing that even a remote and barren world can have enormous narrative weight. The survival of the Resistance, facilitated by events on Crate, ensured the continuation of the fight against tyranny and kept the galaxy's hope alive. In the Star Wars saga, Crate proves that a planet does not need political power or a large population to shape events. Its importance lies in the actions that unfold there.